Hello everyone, welcome to Fireside Forge. I'm your host, Citrine, the Armored Sloth, and today I'm here with Tangle, Yonder, and Raptor. Today's topic is the game Yonder worked on, Taka Taka. Today I will be playing the game as Yon talks about the game and her experiences working on the project generally.
So, I know this is a rhythm game, right?
Yeah!
That's what I know about the project.
Like,
So,
rhythm, but like, I don't know, I've been showing like some of my coworkers the game and they're like, it's kind of not a rhythm, like, it's like, I don't know what the name of that game is, like, Sao or something? Where I guess you kind of like press buttons to the music, kind of like your typical like Japanese arcade kind of,
So like,
kind of
rhythm game?
Kind of like Dance Dance? Is that what you're saying? Like Dance Dance Revolution?
I don't freaking know.
Like, are we leaning...
A game where you do things to the music.
Are we leaning
There's
closer
so
to like...
Japanese rhythm games that it's kind of hard to kind of throw it all under one umbrella.
It's like, is this more of like a rhythm heaven, or is this more of like an osu?
Oh, Osu, that was the word I was thinking of.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not like Osu.
Okay, thank God, I'm terrible at osu.
Yeah, you kind of just you move the character to the rhythm, I guess.
Alright.
Like character patterns are like set up by the music. I don't know. I didn't make the beat maps. I make pretty picture.
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't responsible
You make
for that.
pretty DQ.
So what did you work on primarily when you were in this project?
Whatever the like producer was like, "Hi, I need a thing."
Okay.
It's
I thought you said you're the art director.
yes, but as far as like the actual assets I made, it kind of depended on the needs. Like I've done a little bit of the UI. I did most of the cutscenes. I did the environment art. I also made the font. That was a whole interesting experience.
Wait, so is
this
the
first
stuff we're looking at right now, is that your art?
No, that's Landon's. And by
Okay.
Landon I mean hashtag Ryle Reptile was he primarily did the animation work. Pretty much 99% of any animation work we see going forward is by him.
Okay.
And then the other character, our co-artist, Krakens / Anna, hashtag Space Krakens, hashtag Carpe Diem, hashtag I don't freaking know which username she uses across her sites anymore. She helped with some of the background stuff. I think she did some of the UI stuff. One of the enemies was designed by her. And some of like the UI basically.
Ooh, I like the paper
Didn't she
cut
also do the
style.
cover art?
Huh?
She also did the cover art.
Yes, I forgot.
Yeah, I really like the visual style of this game. I think it's really
Up
nice.
and down. Okay.
Yeah, my weep phase came into was useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raptor's the most
Oh.
familiar with the backstory of this art style, but I had like a whole like super weep phase. Like, how old was that old like story that I wrote?
I don't know. I just know you started doing it when you were playing a commie and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's like the brush paint, like what is that? There's like an actual like art history name
It's
for
called
it.
it's called Sumie, but as far as Taka Taka's art style, I also did take a lot of inspiration from like Edo period print, screen print type stuff.
Okay.
You'll see it a little bit more in some of the other level designs.
I'm doing
So I'm
tutorial
assuming
stuff.
like most of the stuff that comes from this game is just like Japanese folklore?
Yeah, pretty much. So the guy with the little melon guy is saying these are all like yokai,
Okay.
which is Japanese cryptid / just demon / monster / weird creature.
Yeah.
My
Genuinely, my favorite asset that I made for this game was that that sliding panel that you guys see whenever the level starts.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it.
Oh, you did that? I didn't know you painted that.
Oh, does it have like Kraken's vibes?
Yeah, it does, honestly.
Yeah, Kraken's was the one who took the first pass of that asset, but then I like finalized it.
I mean the animation, especially on the like, I guess he's a Tengu. Like that very much screams Yonder to me personally.
That is the only thing I animated.
Oh,
Besides,
I
like,
painted that one.
besides like a random animation that I did for the final levels. Everything else you're seeing is by Landon.
Oh wow. How long did this like take you guys?
I want to say this was on and off done with the game jam. We did this for, was it 2020? No, 2022 Global Game Jam in January. So that's like a little over 2 years.
I think I remember you talking about that before too, when you were working on it.
Yeah. Like one of the main reasons why we went with this art style is that it was like an art style that we could like totally bulk up together in the span of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, as we decided, like, hey, we're gonna actually pursue this as like a full game, then, you know, I redid all the assets and kind of cleaned things up and still stuck to the art style, obviously. Because,
Nice.
yeah, I'm a very slow artist, so doing like a super like cleaned up, cel-shaded, like no pen pressure kind of thing would have like killed me.
Yeah. I have never done. There was an animation jam a couple times when I was in college, but I couldn't bring myself to do it on top of all the homework that I had. I was like, this is too much.
Like a 24-hour like animation challenge?
Yeah. There were like official ones that my school would hold, but I was like, I'm honestly bogged down with all the homework. I would rather not do this also.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing I really do want to participate in when I'm in school.
Yeah, I will say I did do that once, and I'm glad I did, because it taught me I should never ever do them again. Because I was like the most cranky person on the team, not to, you know, commit to the bit, but genuinely I was like really
mention.
I was genuinely just really unpleasant once it started to get like super late, like 3-4 a.m. Like borderline like about to like lose my temper with my teammates.
Yeah, I can't do all-nighters and stuff anymore. I'm too old. I can't.
Yeah, I also learned that like Taka Taka was another project that also taught me about like boundaries and what I was capable of as far as communication. You know, like what is it? You know, like when you're trying to communicate, you know, an idea, especially between the artists and the programmers, really we think differently in how we're trying to go through stuff. Like when we were initially going from the game jam phase to the initial phase, I was explaining to them like, hey, I want to redo the art assets. They look kind of like, you know, kind of loose and not that, like, you know, rushed. And they're like, what? The art's fine. And I had to like, you know, have several conversations with them trying to explain that you guys think this art looks good, but I could see a recruiter looking at the current art we made and go like, it's not tied down. It's not like... So it took a little bit to really like get on the same page with that.
Yeah, I think the most interesting part in working with non-art people is that they don't always like understand how art works. Whether it be like, hey, I can't give you this like super detailed thing in less than like a day because that is unrealistic and it will kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
stuff like that too.
Yeah.
They just don't understand like the scope or whatever.
Yeah. There's this understanding of scope is like a huge thing. I can go on a huge tangent about scope, but I was gonna say, Sit, real quick.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say before you start the new level.
Oh, sorry.
Did you download the patch? Did your game like update at all?
I don't know, because I bought this like for maybe 20 minutes before we started, so I would assume it's the latest patch, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because they did some patches because the balancing when the game came out like a week ago was not great.
I saw so many reviews talking about level 3 being really hard. I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, we had the patch.
The health patch, so yeah,
it's. Yeah, and yeah, like Raptor said, they changed up how health regen works in normal mode.
But yeah, I kind of get what you mean when you say, like, it's a rhythm game, but it's not. Like, instead of press button to make thing happen, it's like, be in the right place when thing happens. Which is pretty cool.
If you like this game, then you should maybe check out Everhood P's hand emoji, whatever the... Raptor, you know which one I'm talking about, like the freaking the P's hand emoji. Peas. You should check out Everhood P.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I can't even do like the bullet time battle for Danganronpa, so I'm like, I'm not playing this personally.
Stay far away from rhythm games.
But yeah, scope was kind of a big thing here because, like, some team members had different ideas for scope, and some of us had to come in and be like, like, that's not reasonable for people working part-time when everyone else is, like, at school or at work, and can maybe put in maybe 1 or 2 hours max, or even have to take, like, months off at a time. Like, there were times where I was not able to work on the project for a good while because I got caught up with client work and junk. So, like, having to adjust expectations and... Yeah, basically, if anyone here, or if anyone listening to this episode is thinking about going into game development, you need to, I guess, not get so attached to your concepts. Like, you want to think about how much time do you genuinely want to spend on this. Sorry, I'm like trying to talk, but also like this part of the song's really good.
The first time I played this while I was playtesting, this was like, it hit me in the face and I just went, Cranky!
Yeah, this drop like literally gives me chills every time. Yeah, the guy who did the music is phenomenal. Also had to have commissioned someone to do like 2 of the 2 or 3 level musics because our main composer got really busy, which makes sense. Where was I? I was going on a tangent about scope, and I like lost track because. Okay, basically, if you are interested in going into game development, the game that you want to make in your head, like take that and then cut it by 50%. That's the game you're actually going to be able to make. Okay, and then from here on out, all these cutscenes are me. Though Landon did board this cutscene here. So this is just me working on his thumbnails. Or storyboards, I should say. So I don't know if you can pick up on any like thematics when looking at these. I don't know how clear these read, to be honest.
Well, I saw they left the village. I believe it was a... Oh, I like these two.
Bird mention.
Bird mention.
The birds in these levels are some of the favorite. One of the streamers that I watched playing this, he just kept talking about the birds.
It's literally just a loon I drew in the corner, and you guys are obsessed with it.
Look at him!
They're beautiful.
Do you own a bird by any chance, Raptor?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you own a bird.
These levels are personally some of my favorite as well, music-wise, from what I've played so far. It just reminds me of Stardew Valley, like specifically the springtime stuff.
Love Stardew Valley.
I could talk about Stardew Valley all day.
It's giving like black and white the Pokemon game, like early routes. It reminds me of the Unova soundbot specifically.
It's just a very specific, just very nice sounds.
Also, I like to imagine the 2 enemies, the purple and the red turtle. I like to imagine that it's what's the word? Red turtle and his purple Shrek wife.
They're married.
You're married.
Ew.
Ew.
Tangle.
Shut up, Tangle.
Ew.
But what if it's like thick Monster GF?
Yes.
Genuinely, the purple turtle
Me and
reminds
my
me of
giant
what's I don't the magnificent Madam Mim from Sword Stone movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
The purple turtle is giving those vibes.
It genuinely does. Yeah.
I think it's like the scraggly hair.
I wish I could talk more,
they
but I'm
really
so
did
focused
fix
up.
the difficulty. I haven't seen you lose once.
Maybe I'm just that good, I don't know.
The health and the what's it called? The iframe really helps.
Oh yeah, that's right. They added an iframe too. And also, it has to beat it on demon mode.
Good luck.
See this right here, the flute that right there is so Unova sounding.
It sounds
Yeah.
like
You guys,
Stardew
what I
Valley.
mean-
It sounds like the spring summertime themes.
It sounds like Japan. Actually, wait, no, Stardew wasn't made by a Japanese developer, never mind.
I don't.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Oh god, I'm
it
screwed
is?
up.
No, I'm saying Stardew wasn't made by a Japanese developer, so my point is actually invalid.
It's just a single dude.
Just a single
like-
white guy.
It seems very American coded.
I couldn't focus on the music. That's the hard part about rhythm games.
Genuinely, I've done the same thing. Yeah, we're waiting for the music is going to land on Spotify and YouTube at some point. It's just that our music guy is currently out of the country, so he can't send the files.
Oh.
I had somebody who was asking me about that. If I said no, but I'm pretty sure they're asking if the music, when it comes out, if it's gonna have the contact noise. Which I said,
No.
I don't think so.
No, that I hate the no.
I would personally be peeved if that happened.
I would hate that. I would actually kill someone who did that. What I do like is that I know that having the ability to have like a music volume and an SFX volume is just like kind of typical for games nowadays. But in this specific case, like if you wanted to play a level but not have like all the sounds get in the way, you could totally like play a level with 0 sound effects and just get the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Freaking! This makes me want to crack open FL Studio and try messing with that Mystery Dungeon sound font again. I'm too freaking busy.
Woo! I wish
Also,
I
I
could
don't know if you noticed,
participate in
but
the conversation.
oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I wish I could participate in the conversation, but I'm so focused up on trying to beat the levels.
Gaming.
You could always
Gaming.
take a break from the game to contribute to the conversation. That is an option.
Yeah,
What
I
does that
guess I
mean?
could do that. I'm always
But I
gaming.
guess your game is so fun, she doesn't want to.
Yeah, honestly, I do really.
Well,
I mean,
dang,
like,
I did my job too well.
I love rhythm games, so
Yeah.
I was already all in. Like when you're like, "Oh, it's a rhythm game," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here. Hi."
Yeah,
Pre-ordered.
Let's go.
See, I love that like rhythm games are a specific niche of game where everyone who's into it is just an addict.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the freaking what's it called? Oh, not Garage. Is it Garage? Garage Hero.
Garage Band.
Garage Band. No, that's the.
Or Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero. That's it.
I should
Have you
actually
seen the people
try.
that still play that to this day? They're manic.
Yeah, and they're good.
Oh yeah, people are beast mode at that game.
Yeah. You see those people who play like Through the Fire and the Flames on the hardest difficulty with like 1 life and everything, and I'm like, yeah, that takes dedication.
It's like yeah, just the meme music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Have you played Everhood before?
I haven't. Like, I've seen it on Steam, and I've seen that it's gotten really good reviews. I haven't given it a try yet.
You go. Oh, you should. Good stuff.
I guess I have to now.
I played it on the whim because I completely forgot when it came out. I think I got overshadowed by another game that was out. I'm pretty sure Friday Night Funkin' buried it because they came out at the same time, which is really
no,
unfortunate.
that is unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Especially
It's
considering...
really poor timing on both ends.
Yeah.
Because I remember when the demo came out for Everhood ages ago, and then it just kind of left my brain. And then I saw one day on Steam it was on sale, and I went, oh, sure, I'll play it. It's like $10 now. I'll play it.
Yeah.
I remember when Friday Night Funkin' had the internet in a chokehold.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it's
remember that
it's
too.
a fun game, but, like, they're... Okay, I don't know. How am I allowed to, like, say controversial things on the stream? Because, like...
Yeah, we'll just cut it out in post if it's too
'cause,
much.
like, I don't think it's too controversial, but, like, I don't want this to be perceived as, like, me trashing the devs or whatever, because I'm not trashing the devs, and I think they made, like, a
No.
really good product, but, like, the development of Friday Night Funkin' since after the Kickstarter has been really, really mishandled, and I'm like,
It's been rough. I'm pretty sure they had to redo the whole game because the coding was absolute trash.
yeah.
From what
Ooh.
I've heard, they have a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Like, I was back in the day where, yes, I was gripped with it, and yes, I did kickstart it, so I will own the game once it comes out.
Yeah, gang. I also backed it.
So I see the little clips when it pops in and out, and then I see them talking about things here and there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I don't
I
know
just
what
know
it
there's a very
is.
prolific modding community. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I know.
The modding community
Okay,
is
yeah,
like,
the modding community is insane.
yeah. That's
And
like,
it makes me realize how bad I am at rhythm games because they make the mods insane.
yeah, I can't beat most of those levels on hard. And I'm like, all right, I think I might
To
just
be
be
fair,
bad at
I
the game.
cannot. The tiny little arrow keys are just not good for me to do that. I see people who make their own setups just for Friday Night Funkin'.
Honestly, that might be the way, because I'm like,
Dang.
the arrow keys are not working for me, WASD is not working for me, I need something else. Like, I do better
There's
What else
some
is
crazy
there?
stuff.
making a custom setup, but like, I do better playing those songs in Beat Saber than I do in the actual game. It's something about the control scheme
That's
for
a
me
game.
that's like,
That's what I want to play because Beat Saber, the way how their maps work is they make it like flow proper. So
Yes.
it goes with your movement.
I love, okay, finally I get to gush about Beat Saber. I love Beat Saber. It's so much fun. It's like, it's just, I don't even know how to describe that. It's just a fantastic experience. If you haven't played Beat Saber, you should play Beat Saber. It's just so good. Like, they still
The
support
I
the
know-
game.
The day I get a VR headset, I will try.
Or like the custom level community keeps that game afloat, because like they still add new songs every couple of, maybe like once a year or so they add new songs, and you know they're always adding in like licensed music, but like the custom song community is keeping that game going for real.
That's honestly how it is for most rhythm games too. It's the yes, usually the game has to be fun to play in the first place, but also it's the custom mapping community.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
But then
without
I
that, it just
remember-
constantly fizzles out.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I remember when I came back to visit y'all, like every time I got off of work, I would just not see Citrine at all, and she would just be upstairs playing Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Just got the headset on, swinging the remotes around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Tangle, your cat liked to sit on the table right in front of me, so I was like, my back was against the wall, because I was like, you can't be anywhere near me right now while I'm doing this.
I was gonna get smacked.
I'm like, no, I wouldn't even like,
Splat.
man.
I don't
would
want to hurt you.
I put like a solid 5 feet in between the two of us. So, like, I see that you want to sit on my keyboard, but you know, it's so fun. It's just the only issue is like, because custom maps for basically all rhythm game communities is the blood of said community. The maps have to be good, and because there's no quality control, so you have no idea what you're about to get.
Yeah, it's usually word of mouth of what maps are good too.
Yeah, or like some dedicated websites for stuff like that. They have like, you know, top rated, and you can just get those, and you're like, you can be confident that those are well mapped. Because I've downloaded some songs, especially for Beat Saber, where there's like a million websites, and it's like, some of them are fantastic, and some of them are like literally unplayable. And I'm like, I don't know how you managed to do, not because it's too hard, but just because like the physical spaces you need to get to is just not possible. But, you know.
Like, how tall are you?
Yeah, basically. How tall are you? How fast can you swing your arms? They need to implement the Super Mario Maker rule, where they like make you beat the level to prove it can be beaten before you upload it.
Yeah.
That would
See,
definitely.
that's the kind of law, the rule that I like when it comes to like uploading your own content on the internet. Just like, don't make something that's gonna be unfair and literally unplayable.
Yep.
Me uploading a VR skin to crash your game.
Just sending all the viruses your way.
Really funny.
The silence is deafening. I must continue to Taka Taka.
I think the only rhythm game I'm somewhat decent at is DDR.
What
Like,
about
that's
Rhythm
it.
Heaven? You ever played Rhythm Heaven?
I did, but I don't think I was that good at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the one where it's the screen on the floor?
I mean, I think there was one for the DS that we had. I remember. I
Did
don't
we
think
have
I was
it?
that good at it.
I can't focus! Ah! Dang it.
There's like a DDR type game, but instead it's a screen on the floor that you dance on. I played that once, and it was like the most thrilling, like adrenaline experience of my
Oh
life.
yeah, I think they have one at the arcade in the
Yeah,
the
that
one
was the
spot
first
we
time I
went
got a
to
chance
last
to play
summer.
that.
Well, we'll have to do that again next summer.
I need to get a
Or-
card
yeah.
from them so I can save my progress and upload stuff. Because there's with those like Japanese arcade rhythm arcades, you can get your own card and your own like little SD thing, so you can play your own maps that you upload, and you get to save progress of like all the stuff you have.
On an arcade machine?
Yeah.
That's Japan's arcade machines are kind of insane. Is what I'm learning here.
Yeah.
I'm still
Japan
not
don't play
over
around with their media TM.
No, dude, like, okay, you remember the Raptor, the one that we played, or it was like the K-pop, but it was like a zombie shooter?
Yeah, that was wild!
It was so good.
It was like a
L.
whole, like,
Shut up,
like,
Tangle.
didn't the machine, like,
You
shake
played
and
that.
spray at us?
It would do what?
It, like, shook and sprayed air at us, too.
Oh, yeah.
It was all in Japanese, so we had no idea what was happening, but we got the gist of it.
The general
There's
vibe.
werewolves,
Oh, yeah, and, you know, just anime K-pop people.
zombies.
Me when anime K-pop.
It was an interesting experience, but really fun.
I want to talk, but also I don't want to interrupt the music. It's good. Because, like, the whole idea behind the game is that it mixes together, like, classical-ish music, with, like, modern music, because that's what, like, the two characters represent. It's like, you know, get-along shirt TV8, get-along shirt, whatever.
I never
I like that.
realized that.
Hey,
I
no
just thought
sandwich.
it was
Wait, do you
music.
not see, like, the kiss metal symbolism on the Oni's design? He's literally, like, based on a kiss,
I knew
kiss
that
singer.
was like the representation of like more crazy rock and stuff like that, but my brain just didn't think about that the music represented that.
Oh.
Your brain doesn't think about a lot of things, to be fair.
I only got one brain cell, and I cooked it in the soup this morning.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting that, like, with using classical, it's not only like classical in like an Eastern sense, where it's like classical Japanese, but also classical Western. That's just kind of a thing that happens because like the Tengu characters, like, you know, in the first cutscene is like insinuated to be like a composer or whatever. Not composer. I'm sorry, conductor. So it's like both. It's like different classicals, which is
I
interesting.
love that drum noise.
Yeah.
That weird Japanese drum noise.
It's a great noise.
It reminds me. It
Yeah.
reminds me of the freaking Neko, whatever that game is called.
Neko Atsume?
Yeah.
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 I don't know how
Yeah.
I guessed that,
Yeah. You know that there's a second one coming out?
but yeah, I heard about that. I'm so
Yeah,
excited
new
about that.
one! More kitties!
It was like
Me win kitties.
Like, you remember how
I want to
Pokemon
go over to
Go
my
came
friend's
out?
house again and just to go up to her cat and squeeze his butt.
Me on my way to Tangle's
You
house.
so mean to him!
It's funny noise when I squeeze his butt. He goes me.
She will
He's
literally
the-
go up to him and just grab him by the butt and just wait for his reaction.
I love that cat so much.
He's abusing an old man.
Everyone has one cat in their life that's just so important to them.
Real.
Correct.
It's not even my cat.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my cat that's so important to me is not my cat. So,
It's my cat.
yes, exactly. But she's so baby, though, and I love her.
She is really baby. She's given up on trying to get my sandwich, and now she's in my lap.
Okay, yeah.
This is
From
the
here on
level I
out,
was stuck on.
from here on out, everything is both storyboarded and drawn by me. So if it makes no sense, it's 100% my fault.
Ruh-roh. Oh, we saved him.
I'm glad that reads because this panel was drawn so bad.
I like this red character a lot. Just the design of it is really great.
Is he supposed to have like a flute for a nose?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool. I like that.
This is the level I cannot comprehend at the moment every time I try to fight it.
Oh,
Me
Lord.
with the
yeah, good
squad.
I ain't gonna do much better. I bet.
Oh, I
I'm not
also
going to-
always play it like at the worst times and my brain is slurry.
Ooh, the snow. I like.
I like how they were able to do the snow graphic without it being distracting.
Ah. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. I understand. I get the mechanic here.
You're like, I know what you
Yeah,
are.
good luck. I think this is the mechanic that threw me off the most.
You know what this song slightly reminds me of? I don't know why, of all things it
Your
reminds me
mom.
of. It's, she does the same mama does.
That's what makes it funny.
Anyways, it reminds me of this specific track from Spirit Tracks, the Zelda game on the DS.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's a
Well,
very
which track?
nostalgic theme to me. I think it's the snow area.
That would track. Spirit tracks.
I like how the whole level is bumping to the music.
Yeah, they did some. There's like some programming thing that makes it like move to the BPM as a song.
I can't tell. Does the BPM actually change halfway through the song?
On this one, yes.
Okay.
It does
Yeah, it
in like
definitely sped up.
one or two other songs. I won't say which songs, but
Yeah, I'm
you'll
picking-
find out
I'm
which
picking up
songs
a
I couldn't like.
The fact that the BPM changed halfway through just really messed me up on this one.
I'm picking up a little bass, little electric guitar. I really like this soundtrack. This is a great soundtrack.
need
It's
them to
the
put it
bass,
on
just like
Spotify.
Scott Pilgrim.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Scott Program DLC one.
Honestly, for real?
I just want to see when the devs are able to make what's it called? Gosh, my brain cannot comprehend. They're able to make the tracks open for people to make their own stuff.
Oh yeah, like custom
That'd be really
master.
cool.
So I know that one of the programmers, or producer, I should say, he was able to successfully make like a app maker you could edit, only within like Unity engine itself, not as like a thing you
It's
could
not as like part
export.
of the okay.
Yeah,
to be fair,
unfortunately,
some games do that.
like we super want to, but I don't know if we're gonna like do much to add more to the game, or if we're just gonna move on to our next project like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Well, at the very least, Unity is a free asset.
Yeah, it's true.
Or program.
That's
Whatever.
depending.
Yeah, it
But
depends
yes.
on what kind of Unity, but yeah.
Oh, that is true. I forget
So
that
this
it's
was-
not the same for me because I have school access to like everything.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I was like referring to the drama TM.
Oh
but
god,
that's
not the drama.
The Unity drama
You will
team.
pay us per download. What are you
it
gonna do
doesn't
if people
exist, not
spam
listening,
downloads?
la la
I don't know.
Well, it's okay. Taka Taka's not going to sell that much anyway, so it's not going to matter for us.
Nah,
I'm
this-
pretty sure the
Wait.
backlash on that made them really rethink that one.
Oh yeah, they backtracked
Yeah.
pretty hard on that.
Yeah, I know that our next project is going to be in 3D anyway, so we're not using Unity for that.
A lot of people are talking about. I want to say it's pronounced Godot. I'm not sure.
Godot, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
Actually,
if it's
the
Godot or
cli-
Godot. I don't know.
it's Godot.
Okay. Seriously, okay.
What is it? Yeah, I'm currently doing I'm currently contracted by a client right now that's actually busy moving their project from Unreal to Godot specifically.
Yeah, for people who
Just something to do with like with servers or something.
for people who have no idea what we're
Bandwidth.
talking about and are just like watching this video on YouTube in the future, I guess it's Godot. Godot is kind of like people describe it as like the blender of game development engines in the sense that they do the whole okay, what do we need to improve upon, and they improve upon and release a new version. It's open source, everybody loves it, you know, blah blah blah. Just for context, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna poke around in
I
love
that
it.
a little bit because I'm like,
The
I
Unity
wanted to.
program is free and open source.
Yeah, I know, right? Me jumping on every free open source program because I love you guys. But yeah, for my project that I'm going to be working on pretty soon in the future, I was looking at Unity, but they kind of scared me with that fiasco, I'm not going to lie. And now I'm like, maybe I should use Godot. I don't know. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
the only downside is that like the thing is that Unity has been such a standard is that there's 50 million tutorials out there for it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we other game engines not as much.
Yeah, like when I
So
was...
Unity is still like a good program for making your first game, just because like your first game isn't gonna like hit their requirements anyway.
Yeah, like there's
Mhm.
ain't no way unless you make like the craziest game. Like I can't think of any that like went skyward like that and became like an issue. But you know,
I know. Didn't Cult of the Lamb isn't Cult of the Lamb pulling their game? Haven't they already pulled their
I
game?
think they threatened to. I don't know if they ever went through with it.
I don't think it went through fully because I followed them on a few things. I don't think they went through with it. I know they were, yeah, like you were saying, they were gonna threaten it, but since nothing has come out of it just yet, they haven't done it.
Yeah, I think Unity backing down made them go like, oh, okay, but
So now that there
But they
are a
basically
small handful
said,
of.
"Watch
I'm
us,
sorry.
we will do it."
right? We are not playing
I
around.
believe them.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I saw so many tweets around that time of developers being like, "Oh, I guess we're gonna pull the game."
Good.
It's like I'm actually in the net negative right now because I had to spend money to help commission the art, the music person.
Oh,
Well, that was. I mean, the producer like said he would commission it all, and I'm like, no, I want to help you.
I can't focus.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
focus. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh god. That didn't happen. Didn't happen.
okay.
I blinked. It's okay.
I did not see it.
Yes, you did not see it.
I cannot see.
I cannot see
Yeah,
anything.
To the people watching this stream who might not know, I'm actually a 3D main. It's just that this game happens to be in 2D. Well, actually, I can do both because I'm built different. But if you notice the scrolls, the scrolls are the singular like 3D asset in this game. But most of my client work is actually like 3D, except when I have friends who are like, "When your commissions open, so I can get a code this time."
Getting
I
beat by this
genuinely
one
would
section.
like to do more 3D commission work, but like, what's the word? The people who do like the longer client stuff, like, oh, you know, we hire you for a few months, are the people who are like getting me to do the 3D work. But then like the people who commission me for like smaller things, like, oh, draw my character, it's like all 2D, which is fine. I just really like want to solidify myself more in the 3D scape.
Oh god. I can't do it. I can't do it. I keep focusing.
So that for that first section of that level is kind of rough, but if you can get past it, the rest of the level is it's genuinely easier. That was my experience when I got stuck.
If I lock in and actually focus, I bet I can do this, but I'm listening to you talk about your experience, so I'm like,
Oh,
I
oh,
can't do
gotcha.
both.
I will
Right.
wrap this up with hashtag I genuinely want to try to open up commissions for VR chat skin repaints. TBH,
Oh.
TBH.
You gotta market to furries if you want to do that, bruh.
Oh man, I saw this one.
Then shill for me.
I will show for you, man.
Because that's
but
all they do.
I saw
Is
this
VR,
person,
VR chat.
they're selling
Literally,
like,
I don't understand the appeal of VR chat, but I will still retexture your thing for you. For the thing I don't understand.
On Twitter and stuff, I see people make custom models that are like rigged and everything for like $1,000, and I'm like, all right, bet I
Yeah, I
heard
won't
you.
do that. I'm just gonna. I will simply
Just throw a little ooh out on Twitter. That's all you gotta do.
A little,
do tags even work on Twitter anymore? I heard that they're pushing back posts that are tagged now.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure because I do tag some of the things that I do, but I don't know. Because like anything I tag with Bluey seems to pop off, but anything I tag with anything else, like nobody really cares. So I'm like, I don't know if it's just like they are finding the Bluey or like if the tag is actually helping. I don't know.
I have no idea. Also, you should check the yokai page while you're here.
Ah.
Isn't there a social media? Is it called Blue Sky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a what?
I've been hearing about Blue Sky.
Not to be a hater, but I am going to be a hater for 1 second. No disrespect to the Blue Sky devs, because I know you're doing your best, but like, they really kind of dropped the ball with that, to be honest, because obviously every once in a while everyone's like, oh, I don't want to be on Twitter anymore. This is a lie. And then another social media site will be like, oh, we can do the things that you need from Twitter, we got you. And then everyone's like, everyone move to this site from Twitter. And then it's like invite only, which is an L, because
yeah, that's the thing.
You want to
invite only, so I'm like, okay, I can't even access this.
And it's like, that doesn't help you because you need to capitalize on the outrage that people have for Twitter while it's still hot. And the amount of people that you can get into the site is limited if you have invite only. but by the time the site is developed enough to be invite only, nobody cares anymore, and then you fall off, and then you become another like defunct social media site, which is basically what's happening with Blue Sky right now. Like furries are trying to make it a thing. It's not gonna be a thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can speak personally
What about
to
Telegram? Every furry I know is like Telegram, and I'm like, I
I've
don't
never actually really heard of Telegram before.
Okay, Telegram is fantastic, but it's not
I have a
social
Telegram.
media. You know, like you can't you can't have followers
Discord?
on Telegram. It's basically like it's closer to Discord than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say I can speak
Having
personally.
multiple chat apps just sounds exhausting.
It is exhausting. I'd have to force myself to use Telegram. But yeah, when Blue Sky was becoming a thing, and this is basically exactly the issue that Tangle is describing, where I was like, okay, everyone is getting this Blue Sky thing. Let me try this Blue Sky thing for my other business. Okay, it's invite only. Got it. I'll just ask for an invite, because, you know, they send out invites every so often. By the time I got an invite, the website was basically dead. And then when I made my account, then they were like, okay, no more invites, anyone can join. So I'm like, what was the point of that? That felt like a huge waste of time.
They should
Can
have...
you imagine if... Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, they should have... Because I don't know how web development works. I'm not gonna speak to how easy or difficult things are because I don't know that. But as far as like optics were concerned, you should have had it not be invite only at the jump. I think they would have had a much higher user base to go off of if it was not invite only. Because you have to, the Twitter outrage, like, it goes in spades. And if you don't catch it at its peak, then people are just going to stop caring, like, pretty quickly. Like, most of the people are like, oh, Blue Sky, like, they don't care anymore. Like, no, and like, I remember before they had stopped going invite only, like, there was a point where people were snatching up the codes left and right, and by the time the site was ready to not be invite only, nobody was like, people would be like, oh, I have like 6 invite codes, does anyone want any? And then like, nobody was taking them. Like, they were just dead on arrival. Not to mention, for a new social media site, like, as annoying as Twitter can be, and I'm not shilling for Twitter because Twitter has problems, I'm not saying that it doesn't, but being on Twitter is a lot more worth your time than being on Blue Sky or other, like, social media, because there's already a huge user base on there. Like, it's already going, the amount of users that you can have following you on Twitter is already going to be like 10 times larger.
Why are you at level 1?
I just wanted to try it on a harder difficulty.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh. I was gonna, cause like, I was looking at certain accounts.
Or is this hard?
This is hard.
Okay.
This looks
I
like
mean, don't you want to try beating it on easy first?
I beat this level on easy.
This is easy.
Oh, okay. But, like, there are accounts with, like, 35k followers on Twitter, and then when I go to their Blue Sky, it's, like, barely 700. Like, it's not... It just doesn't really have the numbers to sustain, like, being the new social media site. Like, it would take an actual concentrated effort of people, of, like, more than half of Twitter being like, hey, I actually am going to stop using this site now for it to actually work, and nobody, at the end of the day, is really willing to do that. So until that happens, I don't think any of these social media sites are going to take off like we want them to.
It's like the same thing. People saying like, oh, it's easier to gain TikTok followers on TikTok, but also at the same time, half of those followers or more don't mean anything, unfortunately, when it comes to traction.
Yep.
From what I've heard.
Yeah. I'm not super versed on TikTok, to be honest. I have one for Thornforge because it is necessary in this day and age.
I have never, I refuse to really post on there just because I don't know how to format on there at all, but it's sometimes, like, very rarely I'll be like, oh, cool, art fight happened, if people are talking about art fight, I'm gonna try to post some stuff so I can try to get some traction. Cool, and then my account dies for the next year.
It's, the thing about TikTok, because I've actually been looking into the algorithms to try to see if I can make stuff for TikTok that, like, gets caught a little bit easier. The thing with TikTok is you need, if you have audio in your videos, you need subtitles, and if possible, if you need to use like popular meme audio. Like, you need to know what the popular meme audio is of when you are posting, because it'll get caught up in the algorithm with the meme audio from all the other meme audio posting that's happening, and that's what like gets you the views.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is like, and the thing I don't like about TikTok is like, to really get the algorithm to where you need it to be, you need to be posting like daily, and I'm like, no, that will never happen.
That's the one thing I can never do. What I have seen is that if you either make an audio or create an audio that's around characters and stuff like that, or using audio and like animatic storyboarding or characters or whatever you want to call it, people will eat that up like candy. Because I do.
Yep.
It's like the one thing on TikTok that I save will be like, oh, I like this audio. This is for my characters now. And then I never do it.
You have to like jump onto the audio trend or like try to create one yourself.
It's like the animation meme pipeline that was on YouTube for a bit. That has died off so bad though.
Oh, has it?
Which like
I never see animation memes anymore, and they all kind of suck now. So bad. They're kind of boring.
Check credits.
Credits.
I think it's partially because there was like a while ago, there's kind of like a trend of like bullying meme animators for being like cringe TM.
Oh really?
I think that also there were a couple of channels that were dedicated to that.
2016 through 2019. Very popular.
Yeah, 2016, 2019. Yeah. Ooh, those are nice.
I do those.
Yeah, I like this one in the bottom.
I like the last one because it's furry.
That's very cool. Also, a chicken.
Yeah, I basically asked.
Look at Cranky's.
Yeah,
I like it. I love it.
It's Screaming Bird.
Screaming Bird. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I asked the people on the team, hey, pick a yokai, I'll draw it for your portrait.
Yeah, it's cute. I like that.
That's very cute.
And of course, do you notice the blue bird I added to the social marketer one?
Let me see.
Scroll down. Keep going. You see the under marketing? There's a little blue bird.
Where? I don't see it.
There's a bird next to the fox.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yep. Haha, the bird app.
The bird app.
It's the blue bird.
Because it's the bird.
It also reminds me of the freaking like last Airbender where you had like the foxes that would get like the messages for the big owl guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we gotta dedicate a podcast episode just to talking about Avatar because I see it's picking up a lot of traction lately because of that live action adaptation soon. And I'm like, everyone.
Also, I want to talk about how Katang sucks. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh, you're gonna get that. Okay, yeah. You want to generate comments? That's how you generate comments, right there. Put that on
Yeah, you
TikTok.
want some engagement? I'll get you some engagement. Listen to all of my hot takes that are correct.
Oh lord.
I think so. I don't remember if I was messaging you or another friend, but I was like, why are you a Zutara shipper? And they gave me like a whole essay.
Okay, wow. I will save this whole thing for when we do talk about it. But I am not even a Zutara shipper. I don't really like Zutara. I understand why people ship it. I don't actually like it that much myself. But Katang is bad on its own. I don't need to ship Zutara to think Katang is bad.
Oh no, Zutara is kind of better. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not invested like that.
Out of the two ships, yes it is.
Yeah. It just feels like it's got more meat on the bone.
Just in this essay, I will.
Yeah, basically.
Gosh,
for real.
I have questions I want to ask, but we need to save that for the actual episode,
Yes,
or
we
else
should
we'll
save
be
that.
here on Avatar Tangent forever.
For real though. Anyway, sorry. The only reason I got hot about that is because I was literally in another voice call earlier today, and everyone's like, "Oh, I love Avatar," and I was like, and they're like, "Oh, the shipping in Korra was bad," and I was like, "Yeah, it was bad because they're not good at writing shipping. Like, look at Katang, it's terrible." And they're like, "I don't know what you're saying," and I'm like, "These are the reasons why it's terrible," and they're like, "Oh, well, dang, you're right," and I'm like, "Exactly, cope." Like,
what? Wait, what's happening? Wait a minute. Okay, hang on. Wait, I gotta remember where I am. Okay, alright. Someone got a sick joy out of doing that, alright.
Hey, no sandwich. No sandwich.
No sandwich for you. Okay, purple is
How long you been eating that sandwich, bro?
I ate most of it and I just left it on the plate and she was chilling in my lap and that's where she got me because I was like, okay, she's done trying to get the sandwich. I turned and this mother fricker is stretching her neck out trying to take a huge bite of my sandwich.
These are
Bravo!
that my bird has no interest in stealing my food
Oh,
because he's that picky.
this cat does nothing but steal my food. You're grounded.
Oh no, I can't.
The leaves move.
Oh, they're
Yes.
moving.
What the?
What's
Oh
wrong?
god. Who came up with this?
Why is it?
His name is Kevin, and I hate him.
Fair
Even though
enough.
Literally,
Oh,
put, like,
God.
hey,
All
we're
right.
gonna make it just slightly
All right.
hard. No, hard mode is just like, okay, we got more stuff on the map. Demon mode is just a big old middle finger. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Oh goodness.
They are debating about changing the fog because then it becomes less of like a prediction game and more like a memorize where you are game. So
that
I
is
don't
tough.
know if the fog will remain.
That's cool though. And the
I
way
don't even know
that
how much she got of the freaking
brain.
sandwich.
I like
It's not
the
always about your sandwich, Tangle.
the way the enemies can shift lanes. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot.
That threw me off so much. I wasn't ready.
You saw it throw me off. It's like, oh god, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, dude,
I just looked and I saw like a bunch of fog and I couldn't see you and then you died.
Yeah, that's about right.
Who did
Good
the art
question.
for this scroll right here?
Which one?
The big old banner that's moving by.
So that one was Landon. The one with like the this is like a scene that has like art by all three of the artists. The scroll that has like the title screen and like the buttons and like those little like layover like designs, that's me. And then the little arrow, not the arrow, but like the scroll on the right that comes down and like that little like border design on the top and bottom of the screen, that one's Anna.
Nice.
So I like the title screen because it's the one instance that also happens to have art from all three artists, which I think is cool.
Naughty.
That is cool.
Naughty.
You're still going on about the dang sandwich. See, if you had given her a piece, maybe she wouldn't do this.
No, and I don't think she got any. But if she does, she will definitely be throwing up later, which I'm not really feeling like dealing with. But
I enjoy cleaning that up, I guess. I don't know.
What is with cats?
I don't think she
and
did.
carbs? Cats go feral for carbs, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, especially that was on me because it's a fish sandwich too.
Oh,
Should have known.
See, now I'm scratching going psst at your door now that you said fish sandwich.
you like fish sandwiches?
I don't think she got any because she does this thing where she like telegraphs her attacks, and it's like if you just snatched the food really quick, I wouldn't have noticed that you were doing it. But the fact that you took like 3 minutes to stretch your neck over gave me the opportunity to keep doing it.
What did she take the one time where I think it was like a chicken wing or something, and she brought it directly to you, and you just took it from her?
Yes, because I was in the living room and she comes in from the kitchen. She's like, "Meow," and I'm like, I'm scared. I'm like, is she okay? Like, is that a pain meow? And then she just drops this piece of chicken in front of me, and I was like, stop.
She was trying to
just-
feed you.
No, she was trying to feed her. She was trying to feed me. That was not about me. I don't even know why she brought it over to me. Or when she hid the sausage under the couch.
Oh man, and she almost got away with it.
Yeah, but Dad noticed. I did not notice. She would have gotten away with it if it was me.
That's really funny. The only time
Yeah,
that
she's a
happened
little-
to me... Oh, my bad.
She's a little menace. I love her, but she's a menace.
The one time that happened to me, I was like in the middle of cleaning up Sweeney's thing, and like, this was before when he was allowed to free roam our room constantly, and I had gotten like a thing of treats out for him. I had walked away with those treats open on the floor. I don't know why I thought this would not happen. I walked away, and I come back, and bro is stuffing his face full of it.
Oh no.
Just like, he was trying to get as much as he could before I caught him.
Dang, yeah.
Animals be like.
Animals be like that.
Yeah.
classic, that video of the cats like shoveling as much food as they can into their mouth.
Oh my gosh. Alright, Chief, you want to give it another shot?
Okay.
You don't have to beat demon mode. You can just
Yeah, I think
do
I'm
the
just
other
gonna...
Continue the game. Yeah.
Yep. How many levels are there? Okay, about 15. 14.
14.
Okay. Okay. Let's give it a shot.
I was wondering, I'm like, do you guys just want to, like, get enough footage, or do you want to see if Sid can beat the game?
Oh, I'm not beating this. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
Like, I can beat it, but
So,
probably
I don't know
not
how
while
long-
recording.
I like that there's just the classic, like, snow jingle bell. You can't have a snow level without the little classic noises.
You are grounded.
And from Sandwich.
Banned from Sandwich. In jail for sandwich crimes.
You're going to the PMD future jail.
Yeah. I'm calling the FBI.
Uh-oh. Ah! Ah! Alright. Alright.
Alright, I'm ending it all.
No!
I'm done here.
I'm trying to give time for you guys to get enough footage, but this is hard.
Is this the
It's
level
actually
3 that
normal.
Jan was talking about?
No, that was a long
No.
while
No,
back.
level 3 was back in the green zone.
She beat it on her first try, which means they did clean up the balancing a lot, which is
They
good to hear.
did, yeah. Wasn't your friend like stuck on it for like an hour?
Yeah. He was also stuck on one of the water levels for like a good half hour.
Ow.
This is the one that just makes me think of Gates to Infinity. We're in Glacier Palace right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. This is like, I got PMP vibes from this one.
I can see that, yeah.
As much as the music from that game is forgettable, there's like that. They still have like a nice sound on.
Good when they use that flute, because that flute is very PMD.
The newer games when they use that flute stuff is pretty nice.
Yeah, I
I
have
miss
so
the
many
DS
thoughts
playing, though.
about-
Yeah, the
Yeah,
DS
me
twang
too.
was
Yeah.
pretty perfect.
I freaking
That's why
I've been yeah, I've been been playing through Mystery Dungeon, the remake of the first one again. Or not replaying it, just like booting it up and putting more hours into it. And so I'm thinking about the games a lot. And I'm thinking I might try to replay Gates to Infinity again, even though I hate that game. Like I like hate but also don't hate it. I just find the writing to be
It's just the story that kills
the writing is just so much more obnoxious and less subtle than the first game.
The first,
Actually, not the first
I
game,
don't
but
even
Explorers.
remember
the DS
Super
era.
Mystery
man.
Dungeon. Like, I barely remember the game.
Super is decent, but it could have been a lot
Oh,
better.
God.
Isn't it
They
the
got rid of
double
Auntie
kind
Kanga.
Hold on,
They
what?
did!
It's exactly the same spot. I keep getting killed in. Okay.
I think that's the same spot I got killed in too.
Is it the area you were stuck in for a bit? When
I
you were
think I was
playing?
stuck on that level for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes.
I cannot do
Oh,
this
that's
on
not
call,
too bad.
man. I cannot do this on call.
Come on, give us some more footage.
Okay.
I wish
You like rhythm games. Have you ever played Hi-Fi Rush? I feel like both of you might like the
No, I
story for that
haven't
one.
played. I
It
have
is
not played
really
Hi-Fi
good.
Rush. I think it just
I
came
would
to...
honestly wouldn't mind
yeah.
streaming that just to play it again.
I've heard very good things about Hi-Fi Rush, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta add that to my repertoire.
Isn't Ice what's her name like an animator on that?
Yeah, the person who makes the cool dragon animations.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that person
Yeah.
graduated from my school.
Yeah, she did. She did quite a few 2D animations in that.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's really good.
Do you know how many
There's
times
a lot of freelance work in that game.
the amount of times where I've like watched a thing and then seen someone who works on that thing and then they graduated from your college is like staggering. I'll be like, oh, it's one of
And I'm
those.
like, dang.
It's like, hey, I know that guy.
Like,
Oh,
I am not in X Games mode.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
We will. TBH.
I will join y'all in the ranks soon. Give me another 2
Yeah.
years.
Oh, you have 2 more years?
Is it 2 more years? I thought it was 1 more year.
It's like a year and a half.
Okay.
I just know once my thesis starts, I'm gonna be crying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the college that she goes to is the same one that Ryle graduated from.
Oh.
Yeah. He was the one, or I think it was you who introduced me to the idea, and then I talked to him for a bit about it, and I thought about, yeah, I think I'll go to this one, because I honestly could not find a college near me that I liked, that gave me the options that I really wanted for school.
And then we moved.
And it made things honestly a lot easier, too.
Yeah, my college is still, the one I went to is still pretty decent for what it teaches. It's just that the GPA requirement went even higher.
Oh.
And it's kind of just...
It was a 4.1.
Dang.
I don't know how...
Like, it just wasn't happening. I unfortunately struggled a lot in high school.
Same.
So it just was
The thing
not gonna
is-
happen.
Like, the rate of acceptance for my school is very high, but the retention rate is very low. Especially freshman year. I don't know if it's changed since I've graduated, but
Like, the people just move out. They're like, I don't want to do this no more.
yeah, a lot of people I knew freshman year just like dropped out because
I
the
realized
workload.
that it's just like, oh, this actually isn't what I want to do. Which makes
Yeah.
sense for
Also just-
freshman dropout rates.
That happened for
The
my school,
workload is
too.
also really high. Like, it's a lot, to be honest. But if you do get through your freshman year, then like you will be fine.
Yeah, that's how it
Like
is for
most
my
people
school.
who
I
stayed.
think... Oop, my bad.
Oh, I was gonna say most people who stayed beyond freshman year, like they would just do the rest of their degree and be fine.
I know for my school, the first few months, it's not really starting with your program exactly. It's more just like a lot of, I guess, general ed stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but also kind of introducing you to it all. Where it's like people went, "Oh, this is not what I wanted," so they'll either move majors or they just quit the school.
Yeah.
The only problem is
I know-
it's like a private school, so you just need to pay to get in, and there's a bunch of awful people on the Discord sometimes, and they get kicked out because of that.
Ow.
Like, they'll get
Ooh,
kicked out of the
okay.
school.
Ooh. I know freshman year for my college, yeah, it's similar. Like you're mostly just doing gen eds, and regardless of what course you're going into, you still have to do like life drawing and color theory and like very general art stuff before you get into the stuff that's your major. That's like sophomore year.
Alright, I'm
I
done.
think. Is there anything else, Jan, that you wanted to talk about or anything about the
I
project?
mean, do you guys have any, like, questions, I guess?
I think I asked most of them at the beginning. So I guess you guys are going to do more projects after this, then?
I'm genuinely not sure because me plus the other 2 artists are busy with client work right now. So I
Mhm.
don't know how realistic it is pushing forward. We're probably
Okay,
just going to be prototyping stuff for the time being. That's kind of it. Because, yeah, I got client work till September. And it's currently January. It's not January. It's March at time of recording. And
Yeah, at time
I
of
genuinely don't
recording.
know where things will be later on this year, so I don't know. But if in the case we have the ability to push forward with the studio, when I say studio, I mean like the thing that me and my friends made together.
Yeah.
Then the next project will be some kind of 3D oriented project. I know
Okay.
that the team, at least at the moment, is looking to do like not a PvP, but like a co-op type thing. Something
Okay.
that's like multiplayer, but is like encourages like cooperation versus being a Call of Duty.
So like
call.
a Deep Rock Galactic or like a Helldiver, something like that.
I don't know what either of those are, but yes.
All right, never mind. Then I didn't say anything. Never mind.
I understand it. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I would say Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, I should have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a better example.
PvE stuff.
Yeah, PvE.
Okay.
That works. So yeah, I have ideas that I want to push because then it means I get to make cool creature, but it's up to how everyone else feels. Because what the producer is going for is like a all ages kind of range. So unfortunately, me and the other artists can't get too super wacky with the creatures. So I will have to save all my horror ideas for another time. But
Just hide it as concept art you can unlock.
I just concept art. No, because like we've kind of like discussed like how like Pokemon has it's still very like rated E for everyone. But then some of the content they introduce, like specifically like the ghost types, is kind of insane. Like that's the kind of junk I want to sneak into our stuff if possible. But that it just depends
Pokemon
on the
has some
premise.
crazy lore. Like,
It really does.
like doesn't Driftbloom like steal children? Like, it's just like what?
Yep.
What?
The cute like pink fish. I forgot what it's called. That one just eats you. Just sucks you up like a gusher.
Like Gorbis.
Yeah, it just sucks you up like a gusher. Free sun time.
It literally goes mosquito mode.
Oh man.
I think there's also that one that like will beat you up if you have emotions that are too strong.
Yeah,
I forget which
that.
one that is.
I feel like that's five of them.
I would
really burn your house down if you bully a kid.
I would get beat to death on the daily.
Grandpa kills children.
Drampa kills.
He burns down the houses of kids that are bullies.
Oh,
That's so counterproductive.
or the stuffed animal one that can crush you to death.
Oh yeah.
Beware.
I guess we can wrap
Yeah,
it up.
Taka Taka is available on Steam at the time of recording. We'll probably have a link to the studio and to the Steam page. Please consider supporting them by either like signal boosting their stuff or buying the game and leaving a review.
It's only
also,
10 doubloons.
True. Yeah, it's only $10.
also, like, yeah, it's very cheap. You should buy it. Also, please consider supporting us by liking and commenting and subscribing, please. Thank you. Okay, guys. So I guess we will wrap it up.
All right. Thanks.
Thank
for
you
watching.
guys for watching. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh.